up the idiot known as Elon Musk. He is not only like very sinister and has no idea of what he's doing, and people are like, oh no, he absolutely knows because he's the richest man in the world. Like, yes, he knows how to hire smart people, but don't conflate that and believe that he is the genius because he ain't.
What's up, everybody? It's your girl Mika, and we're back for another Red Cup Talks because this is where truth, pop culture, and politics meet. So I want to come on today and talk about JASMINE Crockett. She appeared on a Jimmy Kimmel show, and when I tell you nothing was said, absolutely nothing was said. You would think if you get a primetime slot like that, you would talk about something. I mean, I know she wasn't going to talk about laws because she's not a serious lawmaker. I don't care what she says. She hasn't passed one thing. However, I knew she wasn't going to talk about that, but she didn't even talk about maybe what the Democratic Party is trying to do, something that they might have in the works, some type of plan, you know, the economy, different things, policies, something, nothing. She talked about absolutely nothing tangible. She didn't even talk about her district, okay? All she did was clown, talk about Donald Trump, of course. You know, she has TDS and bullheaded reasoning. However, she talked about nothing that would tell the American people that she's actually serious and that the Democratic Party is serious. But we already knew that. That's why their approval ratings are in the toilet. I want you guys to see what she had to say on Jimmy Kimmel, starting with Elon is an idiot. Watch.
I think it's fair to say you're the most entertaining member of Congress right now. Yeah.
I don't know.
Is that something that you do or intentionally because you know people will pay attention more if something is kind of funny or if it's delivered in a natural way?
I think that people are over politicians trying to politic. I think that they want people to truly represent them and the frustration and the annoyance and even some of like the comical stuff. Like, look at Pete, right? Like, because we love DUI hires, right? But you know, like, I mean, like, I think that it's fair that like people are like, yo, like this is a joke, right? No, it's not. It's like this terrible nightmare. And literally, I really do know that it is a nightmare for so many people, not just here, but across the world. I get emails from all over this world with people that are fearful because of the lack of leadership that they're seeing right now on the federal level here in the United States.
Lack of leadership. We're stripping the country down. We're really, I don't know if that we'll ever know how much damage will have been done because some of the things are very much under the radar.
Yeah.
And you get to see that kind of stuff. You get to see the things that are being taken away, these things that are important to America.
What things? Absolutely what things? He doesn't even know what he's talking about. What things? They can't say what things. What things are getting stripped away? These important things, you know, these things that are, you know, getting taken away, these things. Hello? What are the things? I want to know what the things are. They don't know what the things are because the thing is not a thing. These people are idiots. And then Ratchet Crock is over there talking about, oh, yeah, I get emails from all across the world of people that are afraid. First of all across the world, these people don't live here in the United States, and we don't care. We don't care. We don't care. All right? It is America first.
I mean, we do pay attention to Pete Hegseth and we pay attention to Elon Musk and whatnot, but the little things are the things that are really are terrifying, aren't they?
No, it really is. But let me tell you something. We really don't know how much damage they're causing. Like when I tell you that the level of incompetence is almost like incomprehensible, it is so bad. And when you bring up the idiot known as Elon Musk, he is not only like very sinister and has no idea of what he's doing, and people are like, oh no, he absolutely knows because he's the richest man in the world. Like, yes, he knows how to hire smart people, but don't conflate that and believe that he is the genius because he ain't.
Ma'am, if he knows how to hire smart people, you're smart. Okay. If you have a space company and was the only company able to go get astronauts stuck in space, what are we talking about? The man is smart. The man made what is now PayPal. Okay. The man is smart. The man has Tesla. Okay. What are you talking about? Ratchet Crockett wants us to not only think that she's a serious lawmaker, she wants us to think that she's smart. Okay. I'm going to tell you right now, we don't think it. Okay. You can't even pick the correct wig. I mean, it's ill-fitting, it slides, look at it. Like, ma'am, nobody believes you. Stop calling Elon dumb. You don't compare.
And so he has inflicted so much harm and done so much that even Trump don't want to talk about it. When the last time you heard about Elon?
Not much. You don't see him that much.
No, we ain't been hearing about him.
You think Trump is distancing himself from Elon Musk?
Because as soon as people started to look at his ratings, right? Like he continues to have these failing ratings. So now they're like, oh, get rid of Elon. But let me tell you, the stench ain't getting off of you, Trump, honey. Like you are a problem. He is a problem. Pete is a problem. All of y'all a problem.
You are a problem. The Democrats are a problem. That's why you're at a 20% disapproval rating. Like all of y'all are a problem, really. Yeah, ma'am. That is you projecting. You go on all of these shows. You're on MSDNC. You're on CNN. You're on Jimmy Kimmel. You're like Tommy from Martin. You ain't got no job. All right, so now we get into another part of the interview where once again, she's not talking about anything and she rehashes her beef with Marjorie Taylor Greene as if we care, all right? Tell us something we care about, the economy, something. No, she wants to talk about her ratchetness, so let's watch her talk about Marjorie Taylor Greene. Watch.
Last time you were here, Marjorie Taylor Greene was the dumbest person in Congress. Is she still the dumbest or has that crown been taken from her?
No. She's still winning, honey. She's still winning. I mean, did you not see what she had to say about the Pope?
How did I miss this? Oh, I missed this.
It's cringy.
It is.
It is. Basically, she was like, God is getting rid of the evil in the world.
And the Pope was part of the evil?
I guess so, because the Pope died. This was her response to him dying.
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
wow.
Dumb and a lowlife.
Wow, yeah.
The woman isn't talking about one thing. What are we going to do with the fact that you are beefing with Marjorie Taylor Greene? What are we going to do with the fact that you think that she's just as ratchet as you? Okay, because I don't really see a difference, but I digress. What are we going to do with this? Like, you are here to just clown all day. You clown and clown and clown, and then we're supposed to take you seriously. You don't do anything, Tommy. Like, I'm so sick of seeing her on television without any tangibles. If she was just a person that was a commentator or whatever, a contributor to some type of show, I wouldn't mind. If she wants to be an entertainer and a TikTok star, I wouldn't mind. However, she's supposed to be a serious lawmaker and don't have one law. Like, you can't make this stuff up. This is the Democratic Party. This is the representation. And I keep saying, this is what the 92% likes. I guess it works. Now, in this part of the interview, JASMINE Crockett talks about not ever meeting Donald Trump and has the nerve, again, to talk about somebody's IQ. Like, you cannot make this stuff up. But this is where we're at in 2025 with the Democratic Party. Here we go.
You've not met Donald Trump, right?
No.
I feel like he likes you.
No.
I do. Because I think, I don't think he would ever admit it, but I think when somebody's aggressive and funny, they hit his radar, and he did speak about you once.
How about this new one they have, their new star, Crockett? How about her? Is that real? Are they serious about that? That's their new star?
Not
If
that.
that's their new star, they're in serious trouble. I mean, this is Crockett. Oh, man. But we have... we've done a job, but they've totally lost their confidence. And it's a hard thing when you lose your confidence, but they've taken a lot of beatings, and now they're going to rely on Crockett to bring them back.
Why does he yell your name? Crockett over and over. And then they're going to bring Crockett.
Because she's dumb.
I actually had not watched the clip. That's my very first time. My team was aware.
And what does Crockett think of that clip?
I mean, it says a lot when you literally are supposed to be the leader of the free world and you're worried about a rising sophomore in the house.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Or you wish she was on your side. He also called you low IQ. I'm sure you're aware of that. Would you be willing to take an IQ test publicly, head-to-head against the president of the United States?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I would want to see that one because we all know Ratchet Crockett is not intelligent at all. Okay. Like, yeah, you can pass some tests and you can pass, the bar or whatever. I mean, Kamala did that. And we know Kamala ain't smart. She can't put two sentences together. Okay. So at the end of the day, just because you have degrees does not make you highly intelligent. I don't know why liberals keep conflating the two. Okay. You don't need a degree to be intelligent. That's not intelligence. That just means you know how to study. That means you know how to retain information. It doesn't mean you're intelligent, okay? So I will put my whole entire retirement on Ratchet Crockett not having a high IQ. I'm sure of it. Last but not least, I've pointed out countless times that JASMINE Crockett hasn't done any lawmaking since she's been on Capitol Hill, okay? She hasn't done anything, nothing tangible, nothing you can come up with. She's not a good or serious politician. However, this last part of the interview, she talks about Donald Trump's policies and that his supporters, MAGA, doesn't know any of his policies, that he doesn't have any policies. And I'm just dumbfounded because she acts like she doesn't know that Donald Trump was elected by over half of the country. Again, this woman is ignorant and the Democrats aren't doing anything but giving us a win. Check this last part of the interview out. Here we go.
I don't think that honestly policy is what we need to be fighting about. Because guess what? Can't nobody tell you what Donald Trump's policies were at all. Like you asked him, like, what policies? I don't know, but he's going to bring down the cost of eggs. But last time I checked, that didn't happen, right? Mm-hmm. It'd be like, well, we're saying it's Project 2025. No, Donald said he knows nothing about that. And then what happened? All the Project 2025 started to come around. So like, I don't even think that it's policy. I think that people are voting on vibes.
Like at this point, I really don't know what to say. I watched that whole interview and it was absolutely about nothing. Okay. It's like Seinfeld. It's a show about nothing. Like, I don't understand. What was the point of the interview? What was the point of her going on to do what? Clown? Like, okay, you don't like Marjorie Taylor Greene. Okay, you think Pete Hegseth has a drinking problem. Okay, and you don't like Elon Musk and you think he's dumb for whatever reason. You think he's dumb and you think you have a higher IQ than Donald Trump. That is what you came to tell us. Yes, that's what she came to tell us. She's a serious lawmaker. And because she went on Jimmy Kimmel to say all of this, we should take her seriously. I am so glad I didn't vote for her. I'm so glad I don't live in the TX30 because God knows. I don't know who's voting for this woman, but as she likes to say, you about to F around and find out. She's not interested in doing any policies or bringing any tangible. She's just interested in running her mouth and being a social media superstar with her dances and ratchet phrases, loud mouth and all. However, I could be wrong. So you guys get down in the comments, like, comment, and subscribe. It's your girl, Mika. And let me know what you thought about this whole Jimmy Kimmel interview with Ratchet Crockett. And let me know what you thought about her saying Donald Trump's IQ is low. Let me know what you thought about her saying Elon is an idiot, even though, he creates spaceships. And let me know what you thought about her saying that Pete Hegseth is a drunk. Pretty much is what she said. You can't make this stuff up. Literally, this woman has an ill-fitted wig and she goes on to clown on people. I don't get it. Like, ma'am, have you seen yourself? I guess not. You guys, get down in the comments. Like, comment, and subscribe. It's your girl, Mika, and I'm out. Peace.